can't do that. Kevin, GM Sales, introduce yourself there, young man, if you'd be so kind.
Well, thanks for having me today. It's a pleasure to be here to talk cars, which I love to do. I'm Kevin Flanagan. I'm a sales consultant at the Rydell GM store. If you're any other, 2700 South Washington.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and how long you been doing the gig?
Been there. I'm in my 4th year. It's hard to believe.
That's outstanding. Yeah.
I really love what I do. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I like meeting people. The biggest part of it, beyond anything else, is getting to meet new people from lots of different places.
Yeah. Isn't that cool?
It is.
And we got some really great folks up here.
We do.
And speaking of great folks, the silent partner in the group, Morgan, would you like to introduce yourself?
Sure. I'm Morgan. I'm with marketing. I usually sit silently in the corner, but I agreed to come on today.
Yeah, she's kind of the adult supervision, usually sitting over there and taking some pictures, for a little in-house advertising, which is good. Yeah. We all need, you'll notice, Morgan, a female, usually keeps the men in line. That's kind of how it works.
It's not always the easiest job. But.
Well, yeah, I've always said, 3 sisters. That's the only reason I got to be where I'm at, because I had a lot of adult supervision. Well, y'all know the drill. You know the routine. Since we're talking sales, we'd like questions at 775-5559, GM Sales. And speaking of sales, there's probably a lot of different things going on right now. Let's hit that right out of the gate.
For January, we have 3 really sweet deals going on. On our Chevrolet Trax, we have a $399 lease deal. On our Silverados, $475, and $599 on our Sierra Elevation. And these are all a 36-month lease, 10,000 miles.
Okay.
First payment, only first payment due at signing.
So, easy deal.
Easy. No pressure environment. It's really the best part about it.
And I hear the amount stated is the amount stated.
The amount stated is the amount stated. Correct.
Yeah, and that really makes it a lot easier. So when you come in, you're looking around, you've got an idea of what you're talking about for budget stuff.
So if you're out there and you're commuting somewhere, call in and ask. I mean, we're just here to get you the information you need so you can make a decision. It's really what it's all about at Rydell.
Sure. So you know the drill, you know the routine, 775-5559. If you've got a question for Kevin or for Morgan, I mean, she can certainly go ahead and
I don't know.
She'll wing it. No, she's been the silent partner in all this, keeping us, so she can give you a little inside information too. So GM Sales in the house on this gorgeous, gotta love it. The 6th of January already. I mean, where's the month gone? A text to 775-5559 ponders, what does it mean when you guys say Rydell best price and you don't negotiate?
Well, Rydell, we've been in business for about 70 years. It was founded by Leonard Rydell, our founding father, taken over and then succeeded by Wes and Brian. And the best price story is simply we put our best price forward based on regional averages. And the reason we do that is we put the sign right in the windshield with that price on it. We operate on very thin margins, and we put the best price on a hang tag, as we call it, right in the windshield for everybody to see as you drive through. No games, no gimmicks. Even our competition drives through to see what our prices are. And that's the price we stand by. That's the price you get when you come in the dealership.
Yeah, so it really does simplify the whole process, too.
What it strives to accomplish is a pressure-free, no negotiating environment. Because most people, especially me, I don't like to be in that situation. I don't care to negotiate with anybody. So we take that sometimes complicated process out of it. So again, no pressure. We're just here to give you the information you need so you can make a decision. Pressure-free, no negotiating.
Yeah, it is the ultimate, as it were, in truth in advertising. Yeah. Here it is. Boom.
Yeah,
right
and we're different. We really are different like that. At Rydell, we play fair, and we really care about the people sitting across the table from us.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's bought several cars from you folks, and it's a pleasant deal. A text to 775-5559. Can a leased truck be traded in before the end of the lease for another leased truck?
Sure. We welcome it. We'd love to give you a trade eval on that vehicle. It would be traded just as if you owned it and you were trading it in on something else. So we would, one of our trade evaluators would take a look at it, walk around it, maybe take it for a spin around the block, and put a number on it based on market values.
So I think I've turned all of my leases in at least a couple months early. So.
Yeah. And and leasing is an option. Probably are more and more people looking at leasing, because I know back in the day, that was usually it was just big companies that would lease vehicles, but it's become an individual thing too.
Absolutely. You're always paying for something. You're always going to have a payment. leasing, every 3 years, you have the latest technology, the latest body styles, the latest colors, and they change all the time. So leasing is a great option. When you buy a vehicle, after 3 years or 36,000 miles, you're out of warranty. So you're going to be paying for another warranty. Either way, leasing is just a great way to go to turn the vehicle in, get into something new and different. Go. Yeah.
All right. 775-5559. You're on Rydell Car Talk with Kevin and Morgan. Go ahead, please.
Yes, I got a question for Morgan. I was wondering, what is the status of Buick and electric cars now at GM? Trucks were $5,000 new in 1977. Now they're $50,000. And also, is there still a charge of $250 on every vehicle that you buy, sort of for paperwork? I'll hang up and listen. Thanks.
Okay.
So first off, I believe our dealer fee is $299. I believe is what it currently is.
Okay.
Yes, and that is something that we can't take off and charge a different person.
Right.
So that is required for us to have that. The other thing, I guess, for Buick is we do continue to sell pre-owned and certified, but we do no longer have the new franchise. So we did let that go.
Okay. And you can definitely continue to bring your Buicks in for servicing, oil changes.
100%.
100%.
Yeah.
That has not gone away.
Yeah, Buick just decided to, have fewer operations, and so we were willing to let that go.
Okay. All right. 775-5559. Thanks for holding. You're on Rydell Car Talk. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, hey guys, just a statement and a question. For the last caller, I hear a lot of old timers talk about, vehicles today are so expensive. They used to be this much back in 1970 something. Well, to put it into perspective, if you look at the capabilities of like an F-250 or an F-350 from the 70s and compare it to just an F-150 to today, or even a Ford Ranger by that metric, the newer vehicles today that are in a smaller caliber, like an F-150, have way more capabilities than, let's say, an F-250 or 350 from the 70s. Better fuel economy, better power, better towing capacity, and plus all the technology. It's crazy. Gasoline direct injection. I mean, for instance, you look at F-150s, they got 16 injectors on their V8s, But that's not what I call to talk about. I nerded out there for a minute. But what do you guys hear about the smaller Duramax diesels that are getting put in the smaller, Denali SUVs and Chevy 1500s? Because I've heard a lot of bad things about them. I know people that have bought them, and they're just problem after problem, whether it's, emissions or deep engine issues. What have you guys seen with those, the smaller Duramax engines and a half tons? I'll hang up and listen. Thank you.
All right.
I from my experience, I've heard of no issues with them at all. I know that as soon as we get them, we sell them. They're very popular. They're not your dad's diesel. They don't stink. They're not loud.
Right. You'd
think you were driving a gasser. So they have the look and the feel of the old gasser trucks, and they're super, super popular, and they just sell as soon as we hit the lot.
I know sometimes I've been told that occasionally there'll be a lot within a certain set of numbers where there was a mechanical issue with a part in the engine that gives an engine a bad rap. Has nothing to do with the actual model of engine.
Right.
And I've heard that over the years. People talk about it's a piece within the equipment, not the actual engine itself. I've heard those being problematic.
And that can happen with any make and model.
Right.
They're called recalls.
Right, exactly.
GM discovers an issue with this particular model and this particular year, and we bring them in at no expense to you. We can even provide you with a rental car if it's going to take a little longer.
Yeah. So not that all uncommon. Less often than it used to be, certainly, because the technology has matured greatly. A text to 775-5559. Recently, I was dealing with a salesperson for a Cadillac XT6 and had him write up the contract. Went back a couple of days later to find another person had sold the vehicle. Is that a normal policy? That sounds kind of odd.
From my personal experience, no, that's never happened to me. Once the vehicle's contracted and the paperwork's, the vehicle is taken off the website, it's put in sale pending, so kind of makes it hard for someone else to sell it.
I would guess my question is sometimes we'll have people come in, they'll ask for numbers, we'll give them the numbers, and if they decide nope, I need to think about it, we do offer, if you want to put a deposit down, we can do that, and then it's hold, or we start, as Kevin said, do the contract, do the work, then it is. But if somebody just comes in and says, like, I want to think about it, or I just want the numbers and I'm going to go see what else I can find, I mean, we unfortunately won't hold the car for 2 days for that.
Sure. So sometimes it's a matter of making your intentions perfectly clear because it's a very competitive market, I understand. And so the idea is to move product.
Yeah.
And, I understand that people everybody decides differently. They have different timelines. Sometimes that timeline can be 48 hours. Well, that's a lifetime in car sales because we sell 300 cars a month. So we move them.
Yeah.
So if you leave, as you said, with your intention is, I'll get back to Kevin in 48 hours, chances are that vehicle is going to be sold.
Okay.
Unless, like Morgan said, there is a commitment. Kevin, I have to go to my bank. I have to figure out my numbers.
Sure.
You put a $500 deposit down, fully refundable. It just puts it in your name so no one else can buy it while you're getting your finances together.
That's right. Okay. Well, be happy to call in, but you don't want to be embarrassed, or any kind of embarrassment. It happens. So, what would you do? What would you suggest in a situation like that? Come back and maybe have a conversation, or what's kind of an SOP and something like that?
Well, once the commitment has been made that they really want the vehicle, there really is no need. Let's just move forward with it because we do provide the thing is this, you can't buy the wrong vehicle at Rydell. Why? We have a 7-day money-back guarantee, 30-day exchange on most vehicles.
Sure.
Pre-owned vehicles. And so we allow that $500 deposit, fully refundable if you change your mind, but it puts it in your name so that no one can buy it. But it's not a $500 deposit so I can think about it for 3 days. There's a commitment there. It's more of a deposit to put down while you get your finances together. You have to get the money from here, move it around there, go to your own bank for financing. But it just secures the vehicle while you figure that stuff out and no one can buy it.
Okay.
We also have a really great inventory team. So let's say you saw something, you come in, that vehicle's gone. We have a great inventory team that will do their very best to find it for you anywhere in the country and get it here for you.
Rydell Car Talk Tuesday, Kevin, GM Sales. We've got Morgan in the house as well. Usually she's here, but we've actually conned her into speaking with us today. So it's always good to have a new voice on it. Text to 775-5559. What is GM's plan for the disaster with the 6.2-liter engines? I didn't know that there was a disaster.
Well, I have a 6.2-liter engine in my truck, so and we're on our third. So and it is in like we lease our trucks. We use it to pull our camper every year. We've had great luck. We did have one where the engine had to be replaced, and Rydell was great. They took it in, replaced it out. I was given a rental for a few days, and was back on the road.
Yeah, I think I don't know. My memory being what it is, I thought the old diesel that I had that I bought from you all years ago was a 6.2 diesel. That was a great engine. The only reason I got rid of it was because I just needed something smaller. We were no longer hauling around 7 people at one crack. So the kids were leaving. So that's kind of a deal. Otherwise, I'd probably still keep that truck because it was awesome. Let me see. Have them ask Tyler for details. The texter comes back and says, okay. So that's on the other issue. So Mark Ewens with you on this KNOX afternoon, 21 minutes past the hour, 23 degrees outside the KNOX studios, which is our forecast high. Gee, I hit a temp for once, westerlies to 15, lots of clouds. Fog thickening back up. Keep that in mind. Rydell Car Talk Tuesday. We've got Kevin, GM Sales, and Morgan in-house. We got a few more minutes left, so we've got time for a couple more texts or calls at 775-5559. Barring that for the moment, what else is going on out there? Because there's always something that y'all can talk about. And I've never met anybody from the Rydell team that's at a loss of words.
Well, I guess the only thing is we thank everybody that has called in and questions on that, and just remind everyone that we're here to help. It's not just car sales. We have detail, a body shop, service, car wash, parts, also a Toyota and a Honda Nissan store. So,
I mean, if you want to know what the latest is and greatest going on at Rydell, please check out our Facebook page. And as modest as Morgan is, if you've seen our ads, our radio spots, our commercials on TV, she's the brains behind it.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes perfect sense now.
Oh.
One engine failure out of 3 engines that you've had isn't necessarily a good failure rate, 33.3% chance of engine failure. There's definitely a known issue with the 6.2 engines. Unfortunately, I don't know that people on the radio right now wouldn't be able to fix that issue, though. Well, that becomes a mechanical issue that has to be looked at a much larger scale.
Yeah, I mean, it is a known issue, and as I said, we had it was taken care of, and so.
Sure. Do you guys sell the EVs? They're the future, and I want to be there.
Yes.
Yes, we do sell them, definitely.
Okay.
They're a lot of fun. Come on out for a test drive. If you've never experienced sitting behind the wheel of one of our, Blazer EVs or Equinox EVs, 0 to 60 in 3 seconds?
Yeah, I understand the acceleration's insane.
Yeah, it is. It's hold on to your seats. They're a lot of fun. Yeah.
Now, sidebar issue, because I remember years ago I was at a conference when soybeans were first really being used as a part of the process for the tires. And one of the manufacturers, I won't mention which particular tire manufacturer, was a little over-exuberant with their soybean mixture, and so the tires were wearing out a little too quickly.
Oh, no.
And so I don't know if they've ever had that issue once again, but it's a case that soybeans have really become a big part of the automotive process. A lot of things go into it.
I haven't heard that one, but it is kind of interesting. I just know a few farmers that are kind of on the innovative side, and it's kind of cool to hear what they themselves are trying to innovate.
Yeah,
with the soybean.
Yep. So Kevin and GM Sales in the house. Morgan, go ahead and help hold up one half of the boat here as we come to an end. We've got a few minutes left. Is there anything you'd like to highlight as we get in towards the end of our time together?
If you're thinking about purchasing a vehicle and the whole process maybe is holding you back, you're a little intimidated by the big glass building, never fear. Come on in. We're here to help you. No pressure. Honestly, no pressure.
Yeah.
And just get you the information you need so you can take the next step in your shopping experience is really what we're all about there.
Sure. And, on those times when you have personality issues or you have something that goes wrong, you've got the whole process of working that out to the best of everyone's ability.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a part of the process.
Right. We will not waste your time. We're very process-oriented to get you the information you need as quickly as you can on a lunch break, after work. We're not going to consume your whole evening or your lunch break, and you're going to walk away with more information and maybe even the keys to a car.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, and what's fun with the Rydell delivers, we could do everything online and have those discussions and just deliver the car to you.
Yeah, and
house.
I don't know what the range is here, Mark, but if you're listening from 100 miles away, you don't even have to come to the dealership. We can do everything remotely and deliver it right to your driveway or your place of work, whatever's convenient for you. And you can even drive it around before you get it delivered. And if you don't like it, we'll take it right back. But we make it as easy as possible.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal. All right. Well, I know this individual. He won't take too long, will you? You're on Rydell Car Talk. Caller, go ahead, please.
I asked before, but nobody was there that had any knowledge. We've got that plug-in in the back of the truck. It's a 120 volt. And I haven't found anything yet that I can plug into there that'll work. My idea was to put an extension cord and a 120 impact wrench in the back of my truck because I'm old and don't want to muscle it. But when I plugged it in, everything that I've ever tried has always killed it. Is there a real reason it's there?
Have you brought it into our service department for us to look at? I'm just saying that because I have one in the back of my truck and I've run a generator off of it.
What kind of generator?
Oh, don't ask me those questions. That is way above my pay grade. The one my husband owns, I don't know.
A generator's gas or electric.
Yep, and then I know we've also run our our air pressure gauge off of it, and then we just ran all of the lights for the float that we were just in the parade. So I'd recommend if it's not working, maybe bring it into our service department to have them take a look at it.
Mm-hmm.
Good, because right now, I've nothing. I mean, even just a drill will drop it off. And so, all righty, I will call service and try set something up.
Yeah.
All right.
701-772-7211.
Well, I promise you, our service techs are amazing. You're also going to see some great billboards with their faces on it. This is just a marketing plug of a great billboard that I'm going to be putting out. But, yeah, I would definitely bring it in.
All right.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Yeah.
All right, there you go. Thanks for the call. Hours of operation, let's hit that before I cut you loose.
You mean the hours that
Yeah,
I'm there or that the doors are open?
Well, yes, both. Because they may want to come talk to you now.
You know, I'm there 7:30, 8 o'clock every morning. Officially, I think we open at 9, and then we're open actually till 7 p.m. on Mondays, and then 6 p.m. the rest of the week, 5 on Saturdays. So lots of opportunities. And again, as Morgan mentioned, if you can't make it to town, go to rydellcars.com, shop new or used, reach out to Kevin, and we can answer all your questions, do everything online, and deliver it free of charge to your home.
Okay.
In the tri-state area, so that's what is that? Montana?
Yeah.
Not Montana. South Dakota, North Dakota.
And Minnesota.
Yeah, even Minnesota.
Sorry, Montana.
All right, well, that's okay. They can drive over. Kevin, GM Sells, Morgan, queen of everything.
I just make
studio.
things pretty.
Just make things pretty.
Yes, she does.
Exactly, she does.
Yeah.
So, Rydell Car Talk Tuesday. Thank you all for being in here. And the first time speaking, you did really well, Morgan.
Yes, thanks.
Wasn't the least bit concerned that was going to go otherwise. So, thank you all for being here today.
Mark.